Hey, my friends, Tony here from Elevated. Excited to be back with you once again. I want to just inspire you today. One of my favorite mentors in my life is John C. Maxwell. And if you're not familiar with John C. Maxwell, he's written books like, Intentional Living, 21 Laws of Leadership. He's written some amazing books. And one of the things that I love about John Maxwell is this idea of the law of the process. And in the law of the process, he shares something so powerful that I want to share it with you today. He shares, if I want to be inspired, I'll attend an event. But if I want to change and improve, I'll engage in the daily process and stick with it. So I'm sure that if you're like me, when you go to an event, especially an inspiring event, you leave so motivated that you are going to conquer the world, that you're going to do incredible things. And then you leave, and I want you to really analyze what happens after you leave. What happens 5 hours later? What happens the next day? And more importantly, what happens a week from that workshop? If you're like most, the motivation waned, the motivation went down, and we come back to our baseline. We come back to what is familiar in our life. And although motivation is important and it's powerful, it's not familiar unless we keep the motivation high every single day. And so I would just ask you this. If you are highly, highly motivated and you go to an event, the question you always have to ask yourself is, what process am I willing to put into place tomorrow to keep my motivation high on the things that I learned today? And for us at Elevated, this is what we do. We provide process to people. Yeah, you'll come to events, and we do great events. If you've ever heard me speak in an event, I love it, and I can motivate the best of crowds. But what I want to ensure is that that crowd, when they leave, they have a process that they can put into place for the things that I've taught them. There's a lot of motivational speakers in the world today, and they leave you feeling so good. But there's a difference between a motivational speaker and a motivational teacher. With a motivational speaker, you'll leave and you'll feel phenomenal, but you won't quite know why or how to keep it going. But with a motivational teacher, when you leave, you'll feel inspired and motivated, and you'll know exactly why and what you can do tomorrow to keep it going. So just a little bit of advice today. If you felt inspired with this today, watch tomorrow's, and then the next day, and then the next day. And when you watch these daily digests, you watch these daily videos, we will keep you coming and enjoying a high vibration of motivation every day. That's my goal, and I hope that I'm achieving it today. Come back tomorrow and engage in the process of growth with us here at Elevated.